So I made a video on this channel about 2 years ago introducing my top 3 Chinese shows for learning Chinese. Well, I'd like to extend that list today. Keep watching to find out which 4 Chinese shows to watch to rapidly improve your Chinese. Oh, and a quick reminder to check out our website, www.teacupchinese.com. We regularly publish new content on there, much more frequently than we put up YouTube videos. So be sure to subscribe there and keep supporting us. Thank you. The first show is called Meteor Garden. Meteor Garden is a remake of a Taiwanese show, which is based on a Japanese manga called Boys Over Flowers. The main character in the show is Dong Shan Cai, a young girl who has just been admitted to her dream university. Shan Cai comes from a humble family who are barely making ends meet. She has a strong personality and she doesn't take any nonsense. During her first few days at university, she already begins to clash with an elite group called F4. F4 is basically a group of 4 guys who are the most popular in the institution. They each excel in different talents and all the girls want to be with them. Shan Cai specifically clashes with the leader of F4 called Dao Si. But things soon begin to turn into a romance between the two as the story develops. The show is fun and light-hearted with likable characters and good humor. The language used is all conversational and fairly easy to follow. It's available on Netflix and highly recommended. The next show on my list is called Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Put Your Head on My Shoulder is another Chinese drama featuring a romantic storyline, as you would imagine. The show is centered around the female lead called Mo. She's a university student studying accounting but wants to work in advertising. One day she bumps into Gu Wei Yi, who happens to be one of the brightest physics students at the university. At first he is quite withdrawn and direct, as you would expect a scientist to be. But as the two get to know each other, he begins to open up. Through a funny turn of events, the two end up living together, which creates all kinds of hilarious moments and dramas. What struck me most about this show is how funny it was. I really laughed a lot while watching this show and found it easy and enjoyable to watch. Once again, the language used is pretty much all conversational. Occasionally there's some physics talk thrown in there, but it's usually few and far between. The show is available on Netflix and once again, highly recommended. The next show I'd like to talk about is called Withdrawn. This show is a little different from the previous 2 because it's not a drama at all. In fact, it's a talk show. Withdrawn is a talk show from Taiwan, and I can honestly say that I watch it pretty much every day. This show features 2 hosts, 2 to 3 Taiwanese celebrities, and a panel of foreigners who all discuss certain topics. The reason I enjoy this show so much is because it's very light-hearted and extremely funny. They don't talk about anything too serious or boring. Rather, the topics are more along the lines of what kind of girls do guys from different countries like, or what kind of things surprise foreigners when they first came to Taiwan. Although talk shows can be very hard to follow, this one is not. Listening to foreigners speak Mandarin is much easier to understand, and once you get used to the 2 hosts, they become easy to follow as well. The best thing about Withdrawn is that there is over 1,300 episodes, and they are all on YouTube. Additionally, they come out with new episodes almost every single day. This show gives you virtually an endless supply of Chinese listening content. And note, as I said before, this show is from Taiwan, so you may find the accent quite strange if you haven't heard it before. However, I believe it's a good thing to get exposure to different accents, and once you've watched a few episodes, you'll get used to it. The last show that I want to introduce is another talk show. It's called Jiang Qiang San Ren Xing. It's a talk show from the mainland, which is very different to all the other shows that I've mentioned. It's more of a traditional talk show, where they discuss more serious topics. If you're at a fairly high level of Chinese, then this show is perfect for you. The language used is more formal than the other shows, and it's packed full of interesting vocabulary. Once again, you can find most episodes on YouTube, and what I like to do is download the MP3 from YouTube and listen to it like a podcast. This actually works quite well because unlike the other shows, there are no visual aids that are necessary to understand what's happening. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Please note I have put links to all these shows in the video description so you can find them there. Don't forget to watch some of our other videos if you're interested in learning Mandarin or interested in Chinese culture. And definitely follow us on our website teacupchinese.com. We regularly update the site, whereas YouTube, we don't upload that frequently. So definitely go there, join our email list. You'll even find some free downloads there if you're learning Chinese, which can be very, very helpful. And yeah, other than that, have a great day, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy.
Yeah.